Hello, my dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are doing fine. Let me share my screen. Let's start today's class. So, yes. So, students, what we have done in our previous class, you remember that? Just think about what we have done in our previous class. There is a question in front of you with which you can have an idea about the last class, what we have done. That was related to the symmetry, yes, mirror symmetry. Like here's a question in front of you which says that which of the following makes mirror line and how? What do you think that what does the mirror line means? In the previous class we did about the mirror line. It was a line where we apply where with the help of which we can find out the symmetry in some object or in on some alphabet also. We did in both the cases. Now we would be continuing with the question. This is asking in the first image, it is asking, is the dotted line a mirror line? Mirror line was like when we keep mirror over here and when we are keeping any object, half of the object or half of the alphabet, we are noticing that the other side of that mirror is making the same line. That means that line is dividing that symmetry in two parts. So we have to see that other image is also completing the first one or not. This is what we had to notice. What about this first one? If we are folding this page in this direction the way they have shown, what do you think? Is it making a line of symmetry or mirror line? No, exactly. So it is not making a mirror line because if we would be folding, the upper portion of that image is a bigger one from the lower one. So we won't be considering it as mirror line. So what about the second one? Is the dotted line a mirror line? Yes, students, what do you think? You can try as well. Like you can cut some paper into this direction in this shape and you can fold and check it out. Yes. Yes, exactly. So this is making a mirror line. If you have guessed it right, it is making a mirror line, then you are absolutely correct. It is making a mirror line. Okay. So the second one is appropriate one. So student, what can you say about the rotation of the blades of a ceiling fan? Like on in the picture also you can notice that there is a rotation going on. If we talk about the mirror, ceiling fan, what do you think about ceiling fan? Like if ceiling fan is moving, when it is not moving, first of all, the three sides of that ceiling fan is on a on a stable position. If you are switching it on and again stopping it, what do you observe? Is it making a same direction, or you are very aware that it is the same direction? You are not able to find its same direction because you are not aware which hand of the ceiling fan is similar to the another one. The thing is that in the case of clock as well, you can observe here that this clock is moving in a clockwise direction, and it is again coming on one side, then again it is moving and again coming on 12. That shows that if we compare this left hand side with the right hand side, we can notice that it is making a symmetry because the 12 is again coming to the 12. This is making a symmetry where we can observe that it is making symmetry, but we would be calling it as rotational symmetry. In this wall also you can observe the clock where we are observing rotational symmetry. That means if we are rotating, it is making a symmetry. So this is what we can learn in today's class, that is rotational symmetry. Our today's topic is rotational symmetry. Okay, like we have done about the symmetry, now we would be very clear with the rotational one. We would be practicing for rotation. Rotation, we know that which is coming again on the same position after rotating, taking 360 angle. We know that in case of symmetry also it would be doing same. Before that, let me tell you the learning outcomes for today's class. That would be, you would be able to define the concept of rotational symmetry. Then you would be analyzing the angle of symmetry and the center of the symmetry. Then you can identify the angles which is obtained, which are made from the object by rotational symmetry. Then you can differentiate between line of symmetry and rotational symmetry. Let's move further. So what is all about the rotational symmetry? It is actually the spin of a wheel of a bicycle. If you notice bicycle, I hope you all ride bicycle. You have done it at least in your childhood. If you are not doing now, you might have noticed that the wheel of bicycle, it is rotating, you are moving from this, and just a few steps more, you would be noticing that wheel started from this and will rotate and come back to this direction again. So what we can say is that it is rotating in anti-clockwise. Like in the clock, what we can see that it is a clock, so it is moving in this direction, but wheel is looking like it is moving on anti-clockwise direction. Okay, but some wheels also move on an anti-clockwise and clockwise. So this is what the concept of symmetry is. But when it is moving, we are noticing, we can see that it is looking in a symmetry, like it is looking very beautiful, and we are not able to identify that the wires are moving inside that wheel, isn't it? So we can say that fixed point is center of rotation. Now let me give you more example for clock only. Here we are having a center point here on the clock. You can see that. Let me increase the size. We have to understand about the center of rotation. Here you can see that we are having clock which is having a center point, isn't it? This center point is center of rotation. Like if these hands of clock are moving, but they are having one end point here, they are moving around all the hours of the clock, but it is again having a one end point, that is the center one for both the hands. So this is what center of rotation is. Okay, so we can say that it is a fixed point because it is not moving, but hands are moving, isn't it? So this would be center of rotation. Now you have to tell that, you have to give me example for a clockwise rotation and anti-clockwise rotation. 3 example for this. Yes, I'm giving you few seconds. You can think about this. I have to given you example for clock, then for wheel also. You can give me examples for other thing also. Yes, I'm giving you few seconds. What do you think? What would be the example of clockwise rotation and anti-clockwise rotation? Which is making clockwise rotation? It would be considering it as rotational symmetry, and anti-clockwise will also be the rotational symmetry. Now you have to think about, first of all, you would be thinking about the clockwise rotation. Example of it. In real life, you might have, seen a lot of times, several times in many cases. Yes, you can think about it. First of all, I talked about the wheel. We know that it is moving in a clockwise and anti-clockwise, both the direction. Now, what about the anti-clockwise? Haven't you seen that slides on a fairs whenever you go for having a recursion time? You see there are slides which are of circular shape, and you sit on the last one which is at the lower portion, and you sit there and you move again at 360 degree and again coming on the same direction. So it could be example for rotational one, isn't it? Yes, so it would be example for it. Now I have given, you can also give me some another one. Don't you think that our earth is also moving, rotating? Yes, so our earth would also be considering it clockwise direction. We can say that rotational symmetry. Yes, very good, students. So what do you think, that is rotation symmetry the fixed point remains same and known as center of symmetry? What do you think about? I'm giving you again few seconds, you can think about that. rotational symmetry, the fixed point remains so sorry. Fixed point remains same and known as center of symmetry. Yes, if you have thought it true answer, then you are absolutely correct. We have just understood about the fixed point, that rotation symmetry is making a fixed point and it is also a center of rotation. Yes, exactly. So students, have you seen this before? Anywhere you have seen when you have played in the childhood with your toys, or also, maybe your elder brother, sister, or your cousins. Have you ever noticed this kind of tool, or we can say that this kind of toy? Yes, you might have noticed, but you might have forgotten. What about the system? Like there is a we could say a pole that is stuck to the four sides of that tool, and there is a center of point. You can see here it is a center point which is attached to that stick. When you rotate it like this, clicking, giving some force, and it is moving around. So what do you think, what happens that? Then again, you are not able to define that which was the starting hand and which is the ending hand, because it is rotating by joining some center of point, isn't it? So this is what this tool also does, is that is making a rotational symmetry. But here you can notice that it is making some angle. So we would be considering that angle of symmetry here. What you are inferring from this image with related to that tool? What do you think? What this picture is showing? Yes, I'm giving you a few seconds to think about it. Yes. Let me show you that same kind of toy. It is an idea about the same, like this. Here in the picture, you can notice that. Let me show you. Yes. So it is showing that this is a toy. I have made these two colors quite different so that you can have idea. If I am moving it like this, I just move it from this to this only, but you can notice that there is a no difference for center of rotation. It is again fixed point, but you can see that one hand, this hand has shifted to this, but in between this there is an angle which is formed here, you know like here we can notice that angle is formed 90 degree. This is a 90-degree angle. We have done in previous classes also what is right angle triangle. Here also you can observe four of the sides are making degree of right angle triangle. So we can see from this image as well that they are saying if we are rotating, like they have given A, C, D and B, like A, B, C, D. Now they have moved this like this. This A has shifted to downwards, but we can see that it is making 90-degree angle, isn't it? So this is what this activity says, that it is making angle of 90 degree even we are rotating it. So it is satisfying the rotational symmetry. Okay, students? So yes, this is what this image is saying, that the rotational symmetry also makes angles of symmetry. Yes. So now, tell the order of rotational symmetry for an equilateral triangle. What do you think for equilateral triangle? What is an equilateral triangle, students? Equilateral triangle is which is having all the sides equal of a triangle. Let me draw here if you have forgot that. Equilateral triangle is triangle which is having all the sides equal to each other. So we can say that This side is equal to this one, this side is equal to this one. So it is an equilateral triangle. Now if I am moving this equilateral triangle, I am rotating it. What do you think? What is happening after rotating? As we know that the angles here are same, the angles here are same, vertices are same. If I am moving it towards this direction, let me draw. If I have said that A, B, C, D, if I am moving this A towards left hand side here, I'm just giving an idea here. Yes. I move this A here, this B here, this C here. I have rotated it. Okay. What do you have noticed? Is it making some difference from this one? No. So it would be also considering it as rotational symmetry. Okay. Yes, that's good. But what about this image? What are you inferring from this? This is an idea of the equilateral triangle only, that if we are drawing an equilateral triangle, if we are rotating, it is having a center point. This equilateral triangle is having a center point like this. So in between it, we can see that it is making angle of 120 degree here, 120 degree here, also 120 degree here. If we are rotating them, even this angles would be remaining same. So there is no fun of saying that it is not satisfying the rotational symmetry. Okay. If all the angles and vertices and sides are equal, if we are rotating even, so it would be making the same thing. In the first picture, they have shown about the right hand side 120 degree, then they have shown about the center angle, then towards left, but they are eventually saying that it is making a no difference because angle of symmetry would remain same, that would be 120. Okay students, so yes. Now how many lines of symmetry a square has? What do you think? How many lines of symmetry a square would have? Yes, rotational symmetry we have to find. Exactly same, because we know that square is having a center point. Let me give you example for cuboid. It is a duster. It is having a center point. If we are rotating, what it would be? Does it have a rotational symmetry? It would be looking same? No. In case of cuboid, it won't. But in case of sphere, we know that if we are moving sphere in any direction, it will remain same because all the sides and angles are equal to each other. So we can consider it as a rotational symmetry. Yes, we can see from here also. They have given the diagram for rotational symmetry, also for line of symmetry also. Like in previous class only, we have done line of symmetry. We are doing comparison now. This is how we can draw line of symmetry from center, then center towards horizontal and vertical, also from diagonals. So we can see that it is making line of symmetry, also rotational symmetry. Yes. So now name the alphabets which are having both line symmetry and rotational symmetry. That means line of symmetry, we know that if we are putting line towards center, horizontally, vertically, diagonally, but if we are also rotating that symmetry of alphabet, it would be looking same. Is there any alphabet like that? I'm again giving you a few seconds. You can think about that. Is there any alphabet which is making rotational symmetry? You have to think about, and you have to draw in on your notebooks and check which is making a rotational symmetry. Okay. If we are talking about A, is it making a rotational symmetry? Let me draw here. Meanwhile, you are thinking about it. Now see, I am writing A here. Now we know about the line of symmetry. That is in the line at the center. We can see that it is making line of symmetry. Okay, it is making a line of symmetry. We are satisfied. What about the rotational symmetry? If I'm moving this A towards left, towards upwards, is it making the same kind of image the way it is showing now? No, it won't. So we would be saying that it is making line of symmetry, but not the rotational symmetry. Okay. What about the other alphabet? Just give me some random alphabet, or I'll be taking it from my side. Let us do for B as well. It is making line of. It is even not making a line of symmetry, but how could we compare in the case of rotational one? So it is no on both the sides. Okay. So the question arises, which is that alphabet which is actually making a line of symmetry, also what? Also rotational symmetry. Can we say that 0 is making a line of symmetry? Yes, it is making a line of symmetry. The way the sphere was making. So we can say that it is making a line of symmetry. What about the rotational one? Like it was a 0, or we can say O. We are talking about alphabets. The O is having this direction. Okay. If I am rotating this way, this is just a 0, not a clock. Okay, I'm rotating it. So these corners are of counting numbers. No, because rotating the 0 won't give any difference. So rotating the 0 would making a rotational symmetry. If we would be looking from any angle, we would be considering 0 or O as rotationally symmetrical. So we would be confirming it as well. 0 is making a rotational symmetry. Yes. So yes, student, we would be concluding now. Today we have learned about the rotational symmetry first. What was the rotational symmetry? It is the symmetry which is where it is having a central fixed point. From that point, the other circular shape or whatever, like in case of clock also we did that, it is rotating in anti-clockwise and clockwise direction, but it is having a fixed point, that is making a rotational symmetry. And then we have done about the angles of symmetry. In that case we confirmed that symmetry who is rotating making angles also in between them. Okay, so then we also compared about the line of symmetry and rotational symmetry. Okay, line of symmetry we did in previous class, how we can draw lines horizontally, vertically, diagonally also. And in case of rotation, we compare that the line of the objects or alphabets making line of symmetry are also rotation symmetry or not. So we also confirmed that in the case of O only, that it is the alphabet which is making both the cases. So here's a question in front of you. You have to identify multiple line of symmetry, if any, in each of the following figures. You have to consider that. Okay, this is a question for you. I hope you can do it on your notebooks. Yes. So these were the questions for your homework. You have to do one thing. First of all, you have to write the capital letters. You have to compare between the symmetrical structures of the alphabets. Like they have also given the example for like E, I. You have to check whether they are making rotational symmetry or not. Also, there is a tabular question which says that you have to make this tabular chart on your notebooks, where you would be writing. They have given you hints how these alphabets and line of symmetry are being made. You would be also doing same on your notebooks, which are already filled. You don't need to fill that. You can write them in black color, and the not filled one you can write with the blue color, so that blue pen, so that you can have idea which you have done, which are already done by question. Okay, so in the first case, like they have said about the z, is it making line of symmetry? No, we have done it in our previous class also. So number of lines of symmetry, no, there is no number of, because it is not making line of symmetry, so there would be no number of line symmetry here. Then whatever the rotation symmetry, is it making rotation symmetry? If we are moving it, is it making? Yes, so they have written yes. So order of rotation symmetry would be 2. If we are like z, we are moving z towards this left, it won't make, but if we are making towards downwards, it is making. So there are 2 rotation symmetries. Okay, so this is how you have to do your homework. So here's again an activity in front of you. You can read and solve it. It is very easy kind of an interesting activity for you. So thank you, students. This is done for today's class. I hope you all have understood the today's lecture properly. Thank you, students.